going to start off in Rhyl for our little adventure, and we're going to move up, all up to this bay. Keep going all the way down here, along here, all up here, keep going, and our final destination would be Llandudno at the top. That's our little adventure. Right folks, before we go on our long journey, our long road trip to Rhyl, you've seen where we're going, you've seen the plan of action. To start the adventure, I've got a nice Lucasade, and we're going to get something to eat before we hit the road to Wales. Right folks, breakfast time. So I have got a double egg and spam. Now I usually get 2 slices of spam, but because they give you too much, they give me 2 eggs now. So let's have a look at this. It's one of my favourite breakfast places, to be honest with you. Check that out. Look at that. Start of an adventure. Roll the intro. Well, welcome to Random and Desperate. Well, folks, this is the first day of having a look around Rhyl. I say we've only just got here, and I just want to show you this ghostly feeling around this underground car park round here. Okay, look at this underground car park. Well, we don't know where I am, folks. I am in where the fairground used to be. It is the top floor up there. But look how ghostly it feels round here. there must be just a handful of cars, when once this place used to be absolutely packed out with holiday makers. Wow. I'll be honest, if I was a lady, I would not like to be parking here on my own. So what we'll do, we'll go up these stairs to the promenade. Well folks, welcome to Wales. Now our main video today, what we're going to do, we're having a bit of a road trip around the coasties of Wales. We're going to start at Rhyl itself and then move our way up, and the final destination will be Llandudno. So we're here for a 3-day event, and all this video is about doing the coast of Wales, a little field trip. Now I've got a bit of a passion for Wales, to be honest with you. I do like it. It reminds me of the old British holidays of the past. But like anything, Wales, especially Rhyl, has suffered dramatically. Say in the 30s, 50s and 60s, this was a promising town full of seaside people going away, similar to Blackpool, but like anything else, over time the tourists stopped coming, and now everything started. People wanted to go to package holidays, which ended this once promising town. But if you look, it does struggle, but it's still nice for a little random visit. Now just check out these numbers here: 117, 116. Now if you don't know where we are, folks, this is the very old Lido in Rhyl, which unfortunately has gone years ago. But what they've done, they have put it as an open air concert hall. How often this is used, I don't know, to be honest with you, but it's got so much prospects, to be honest with you. It just needs a bit of more tourists to come back to Rhyl, because Rhyl, I'll be honest, there's loads of caravan sites just further up the road, and that's where we're stopping our first night, in a caravan site. Kinmel Bay, I think it's called. It's something to look forward to, but the sun's out, we're in Wales, beautiful, check it out. But look at this space round here. Like you say, these numbers, 117, 116. Remember, this was used to be old lineup. It could be the original seating plan, or a guide to where you're going to meet your family or what have you, but I like to know that. But if you look at the top here, you can see how it was once a Lido and went all the way around here in a circle. And over there, you see it there, that's where you probably get your popcorn, your beer and all that. Nice little place, to be honest with you. Nice little place. We're carrying our little journey. So it is a tour. It's quite going to be a long video, but I'm stopping in 3 towns. One's here, Rhyl. The other one is, I'm not going to tell you that one. And the last one will be Llandudno. But what do you think of it? And yeah, they're doing some work, to be honest with you. They are doing some work, but you have to be careful. You get a lot of people around it, homeless people hang around here. So you've got to be really, really careful around this particular part. They call it the homeless centre. Sad, really. It's sad, but check it out. Where are all the tourists? There's a few hotels dotted around here, and I bet years ago there was lots more. It is what it is. Just check this beach out. Now it shocks me, to be honest with you. You've got a beautiful beach in Rhyl. I mean, it's absolutely stunning. Look at it. But where are all the people enjoying this beach? Come here, come here you. Come here, Mop. Let me let you off. Come here. Let me let you off. Come on. There they go. Well, it's absolutely stunning, isn't it, to be honest with you? Absolutely stunning beach. But check it out here. Here, with two dogs, Mop and Trash, in this wonderful little beach. But it's absolutely massive. Just look at the size of it all the way down here. Absolutely massive. And over there, that's probably the small arm over there. Go on, you two, go on. Go on. We're gonna have a bit of fun. Go on. Go on. There they are. They love the beach, these two. Mop and Trash. Look at them. Look at them go. Look at them. Come on. There they go, look at it. Great fun. But you think years ago, all these people in the deck chairs looking at all this beautiful beach, because that's what they used to do years ago in the 30s and 40s. Used to wake up in the morning around about 9 o'clock, have the breakfast at the guest house or the lodgings as they used to call it. Then they used to be down this beach early to get all the sun and the activities, and then they had the Lido across where they used to have a little paddle with a family. Now if you look round here, they are doing a lot of work, because what is happening round here, there was a report what came out that there is coastal erosion round in 20 years time. All this will apparently fall into the sea, so that's why they're just doing all this work up here now. And just past that Lido over there, there is a hotel, and it's full of, let's just say, boat people. So at night time, I've been told by the locals, it's a no-go area around here. Right folks, I've been highly recommended to try this place, which is Leds and Rita's Fish Bar. You can eat in or take out, but we've got two dogs and unfortunately can't, it's not dog friendly. So what we're going to do, get some fish and chips, then we'll go and sit down. Well folks, what do you think of that? Now what we're going to do, fish and chips. Apparently it's one of the best fish and chips in Rhyl, thanks to Google. And I just spoke to them ladies there, and they said it's absolutely fantastic. We get a lot of people in saying it's got excellent fish and chips. So what we're going to do, we're going to find somewhere, eat this, and then have a look around the shops. Well, we got some. Where? Well, I'm going to sit right over there. Yeah. Yeah.
Have a nice time.
Thank you very much. We got some. Thank you. Folks, the idea is to get the perfect place for filming. Now, I've got some fish and chips, as you know. Didn't have any proper coat, folks. And the best thing I could do was Vimto. But it is what it is. And now, let's get this up here. These fish and chips. Whenever you go to a seaside, it's always worth Googling to find out where the fish and chips are. And when we was on the way here, as I said, that people you saw sat down, they recommend this as well, to be honest with you. So it just shows you fish and chips. I've got a fork, it's on here somewhere. There we go. So stocky is your favourite, which is fish and chips. Now you've got to be careful when you're around here because of seagulls. So here it is. This is the fish and chips with loads and salt and vinegar. Check that out. Oh man. Definitely. Now folks, them chips taste like when I was a kid, when you used to go these Blackpool proper chips. Right. I'm not going to eat all this. Here are, I'll put that just out for a minute, it's too hot, but check that out. Fish and chips. Try it, but burn my mouth off. Lovely fish and chips. Thanks to the locals, thanks to Google, and thanks to the people around the place. The only thing, it's not dog friendly, but you can sit here outside behind this beautiful church. Now whenever you're doing video, it's always best to see what's behind you, because people actually look behind you. Nice. Right folks, we're in the main shopping area in Rhyl, and it's like anywhere over the UK, there's so many shops what are closing down. And I've noticed when you walk around these streets of Rhyl, there's some very interesting characters walking up and down here. But it is what it is. I'll be honest, everyone is feeling the pinch, everyone's struggling, and if you look up and down here, no one's got any money and they can't afford the everyday items. But Rhyl is an interesting place, and it is quite concerning what's happening to this once promisable place in Wales, where people used to come in the thousands every year, in the 30s and the 60s, and look at it now. Look at it now. It's certainly changed. Hey, check that out there. I've been in there actually, but I'm saying if you do want decent fish and chips in Rhyl, check out the Leslie's and Rita's fish and chips. Right, I've checked this out now. Check this out enough, to be honest with you, because there's not much left. And we're going to go to our first accommodation now, which is in Rhyl, and it's a Caravan, and it's in the Robin Hood Bay. I have stopped there before with Manc buses. That's our first accommodation for this tour around the coastline of Wales, and Rhyl was our first point of call. To finish it off, ice cream. Right folks, we've just checked in Robin Hood Caravan site, and this is where we're staying tonight. Now this cost £100 this one to stop here, one of these caravan sites, and be honest, I've stopped here before, and up to now, it seems alright. £100 a night. The window's open because I did, be honest with you, I did show the missus round when we was in here. But let's go and should we go and check it out, and I'll show you what it's like in this. Remember, this is £100 a night. This is one of our first stop-offs. There we go, folks. What do you think of it? What do you think of it? Now, first of all, nice table, heating, comfortable settee there. Lovely pictures, I'll be honest with you. Lovely pictures. A fan, which is a bonus. And they've actually, if you look at it, they've actually put little extras in. Got all them books there. You've got DVDs. Look at them DVDs. But check this out over here. An Xbox bonus. And you've got all the games. What a company. Look at all them. Got all them games. Great idea. Plus you've got games under there. It's alright, isn't it? That there, I've got my key, so it's a lockbox. Microwave here, spotlessly clean. And cups, teas, coffees. There's all your cutlery. Kettle. I've forgotten most of all. Look at that, tea already in. Washing up liquid and all the little things what you need. The cleaning produce, or the cleaning stuff under there. One of the bread basket. Cook glassware. Everything you can think. Oh, you got all these people's. You've got pickles there. Check them out. Outside box. Wonder what that's for. Well, that's all right, isn't it? Right, let's check what. Fridge. Hey, look what they've actually left us. 3 beers. Fridge. This will be the freezer. Oh, they've put some ice in there as well. What is this one? Oh, just got the boiler and the mop bucket. Right, what we'll do, we'll check this out. Right, first of all, ironing board. Back in here. Shower. It's alright, this. Let's go to the smaller bedroom. I like them little teddy bear decorations. Smells nice actually. And they've done the extra. So if you got extra 2 kids with you, this is a bonus. Or if you got families, friends. Now let's go into the room of love. Check this one out. Look at this, eh? Look at this. It smells really nice. Tissues, wardrobes. Oh, got all sorts going on here. And I gather this is a small bathroom. So you've actually got 2 bathrooms, which is a bonus. So what do you think of it, people? It's alright, isn't it? It'll do me for the night. So we're stopping here for one night, £100. And then we're moving on to another place tomorrow, and then another place. So this is going to be a really long adventure. Look at that. That's our view. And I don't know if you can see it, but the main complex is just up there. Alright, innit? Alright. What are you doing on the table? Right. I'll just put this over it and I'll show you what I've got. Right, I'll just shut this door. It's a nice day. But I've got these 2 dogs to look after. Right, folks, I'll show you what we've got. We've just been this far. This cost £20 and 50p, I think. Right, we've got bread. You've got to try and figure out what we're making. Sweets. Crisps. Pringles, Vimto, beans, you might be getting it now, pancakes, chocolate, cheese, butter and water. Oh, got some up there. And crumpets. Right folks, what for breakfast, I've got the crumpets, and I'll put some cheese on that, some pancakes. Now that's what we'll be having for tea, okay? When we stop at the caravan site, the food isn't that best in the bar area, so it's best to have something, a council house meal, which is beans on toast with cheese. I love it. And this is our little snack for later when we're watching our own little entertainment. Yes, we could go to, I'll be honest with you, we could go to the entertainment centre, but I've been here before, you see, and all it is bingo and young boys and girls running round. I don't really need that in my time of life. So it'll be film night with lunches, and for tea we're having a gourmet beans on toast, and I'll even show you a little bit of it. Come on. Right folks, what many people do when they're on the little holidays, when especially you've got two dogs, take them a walk. Now, I'll be honest with you folks, it is really quiet around here. There don't seem to be many people about. Probably 'cause it's off season. I know it's the hot school holidays coming up, so they're probably all preparing for the madness to begin. So this is our first little day round Wales in Rhyl. You probably know that by now. Now Rhyl itself, it's an interesting place, to be honest with you folks. Would I come again? I've come twice. I've come about 3 times to Rhyl, but it is what it is. It used to be really good. Really good place to come, family entertainment, but over the years things have changed, which they always do. So what we're going to do, just have a quick walk around this place. All the random caravans. And you can see how busy it is. But it is a lovely day, to be honest with you. It is a nice day round, I won't say the streets, but the caravans of Rhyl. So you don't get this often, the sunshine, something what's called sunshine in this country, and that's why I've took the opportunity to sit outside and enjoy it. It's better than being stuck in the caravan. But it is. What do I think of caravans? They're alright, they're not my kind of thing, to be honest with you. It's just like a box from home and a bed, and they do the best to make it nice and luxurious. And the good thing is, it is cheap for, especially if you've got children and families. People have great fun in here. Now I don't even remember, but I've done, stop eating that grass, I've done videos with Mank Bussing, and that was good fun, to be honest with you. I think there was 4 of us in a campsite, and it just saved quite a bit of pennies, to be honest with you. Well, we did have a look around and did think about doing a tour around this caravan site, but there's not much here, to be honest with you. There's just an arcade room, a very small bar, and something what's called a show bar. And the very small bar Yes, we went there and we ordered, don't laugh, lime and soda. Ordered lime and soda. I'm on tablets at the moment for, check this little tractor out here. Oh, see it? Well, I'm on lime and soda at the moment because I'm on, let's just say, I had an infection in my face from antibiotics, and it's a bit of a poo-poo, to be honest with you. It must be the first time where I've been away and not drunk alcohol. It's usually around this time I'm usually had a few golden nectars. It's something different, but the place around is alright. I was telling you about the bar here. They don't have, it is shocking for a place, any ice cubes. So you're paying premium prices and they can't even give ice cubes in the drinks. And the best thing is, next door there's a spa what sell packets of ice, but I suppose it's all the red tape nonsense it's got to go through, all sorts of HR, risk assessments, so they're probably just not even bothered. Now they just say they will be paid, but having a drink which is not got ice in and it's not cold, I'm paying £4 for the privilege of a lime and soda. Well, I won't rate that as good service. But this is the first day of my adventure, the first day of my tour around Wales. Rhyl, alright, okay, it was alright. It was, you could see how it used to be a lot better, but there's that many homeless people, and don't be disrespectful to them, most of them are sleeping in hotels right in the front, so they're all hovering around the front with cans of beer, so it puts you a bit off Rhyl on that particular department. Campsite, average, £100, not too bad, but I'm looking for more adventures. But what I am enjoying is a relaxed kind of atmosphere, what I'm doing now, which is chilling, relaxing, not boozing, not going to restaurants, and having, I'm looking forward to beans on toast. A council breakfast or council dinner, that's what they call it, beans on toast. Used to have that as a kid, beans on toast. Now folks, why I've got them on a lead is I don't want them to go too far. There is a road just up there. And I think this one here, you're looking forward to food, aren't you? She's food obsessed. Exactly. She's starving. She's not ate for 2 days. Or 2 hours more like, have you? She's starving. Are you, mop? It looks like the sun's just going in now, folks. So I've been out here about an hour contemplating my thoughts. Is that all of it? I won't get you much. Three lucky things in here. You never know. Right, in every single caravan site, there's always places like this. But where we're going is there, the bar. I've got some good news for you folks, but I'll tell you when I get closer to the bar. Well folks, I've just researched it and it's a bit weird me not drinking, so what I've done, I've researched what I'm taking as medication, and the good thing is these antibiotics, the one I am taking, I'm allowed alcohol, but I'm not going to push it, to be honest with you. I'm going to have a couple of pints and then back to the luxury caravan for two. And I just received a call off Captain Carl and his new bird. Yes, Captain Carl officially has got a new bird, and her name is the Blue Fairy. And you know what randoms like with his names, but the Blue Fairy. So I'll give a shout out to Captain Carl and the Blue Fairy. I'm really happy for you both. I'm really happy for you. And Captain, I'm glad that you found someone to share your bed with. Cheers. Right, that's our little caravan. Oh no! Oh, if you don't, you can see trash on the left. See ya? And then you got mop on the right there. But they haven't noticed. Have you seen them both? Look at them, they're waiting for us. Oh, they've noticed. Oh, they've noticed. Look, God. Wake up all the neighbours. Hello. Hello. Alright, okay, go on in. Hello. Okay, go on. You've not been left. You've not been left. Calm down. Calm down. Random's masterpiece. Check that out. Super proud-ish. Do you mind it? We've got some friends out here. Watch this. You've got some friends on your car. Right folks, I don't know if you can see, I've just had a shower and I've just got my underpants on, and here's a little tip for taking the dogs for a pee. Okay, all you've got to do is open that door and just stand there. We'll open it properly. Stand there and let them go on, and let them have a wee. The only downside, I just hope there's no one in that caravan opposite. So let them just have a quick wee and do what they need to do. And when they've done that, they come back in. There it goes, yeah. There's trash having a wee. Mop's done it. Mop's digging up the garden and the grass. Come on. She's looking for something. She might want to do something. There's a sniff. She has a sniff. I'm not 100% sure. Having another sniff. I think, am I going to go here? She's very particular, this one. That one over there, do you know, with the big nose and the ginger coat. Trash. Right, come on you two, in. In. Come on. Come on. Right. Get me shot. Come on. Come on. There they are. And there you go. That's called letting the dogs out. I'm up. Let's get in this bed. Ooh. It's so comfy. Well folks, that's the end of day one, and the adventure's not finished yet. Tomorrow we'll be going somewhere else just down the coast, and I'm not going to tell you till tomorrow morning. Hello. So folks, I'm gonna, come on, I've got trash to keep me warm, and I'm gonna watch a bit, get my tablet on and watch a film. Do you remember the old Fright Night? That's what I'm watching now, Fright Night. Now tomorrow at some point, now folks, what do you think of this? What do you think of this beard? But tomorrow at some point, I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna shave it all off. It's getting on my nerves now, and it's time to get it rinsed off. Because it's starting to irritate now. Starting to irritate. Right, folks, I'll see you in the morning for day 2. Night, night. Night, night. See you in the morning. Oh, and we've got another doggy. Another doggy joining me. Trash. Good morning, world. Good morning, trash. Good morning, mop. Morning, world. Another day with random and desperate. Right, folks, I got this from the shop in Spa, which is on the holiday complex. So I'm going to have 4 of these with some cheese on for my breakfast. There we go. Gone in seconds. And look at them all. Attack of the seagulls. Right, this one is Mops. That's yours. Just shut this, otherwise you know what dogs are like. And this is wait, yours. That caravan's nice. Well, good morning, sir and madam. Well, this is day 2. I've just had my breakfast, as you've seen, and I'm just having a quick walk round the caravan, just get a bit of fresh air. Looks like that one's empty. Yeah, it's an empty one, that one. Just get a bit fresh air, then we're off to our next adventure, which is a few miles just up the road. What's it been like here? It's alright. A caravan is not my kind of holiday, to be honest with you, but it's part of the Wales experience, because most people, when they go to Wales, they always stop in somewhere like these little caravans. Some people like them, some people don't. Now, with me, it's like a home from home, but when I like going away, I like a hotel room and a restaurant and a bar just down the road. That's what I like. And might sound snobbish, but to be looked after. So I've worked hard for it. I paid my taxes. I work 40 hours a week. I deserve to be looked after, even just for a little bit. You must be thinking, you two, where are we going now? Well, we're going for another adventure, aren't we? To open up your nose to different experiences of this lovely place. Right, folks, that's the end of the little caravan experience in Rhyl, and where we're going now is a place called Abergele, which is one of our final destinations on today's trip. But we might have a look around certain little towns on the way there. You've got Towyn and somewhere called Kinmel Bay. We'll go and have a look at that if we've got time. And but our final destination is a nice, lovely hotel in Abergele. And I'll see you when we get there. Well folks, it's just a quick stop off at Kinmel Bay, if you ever got that right. It's just a quick stop off folks, and this is beautiful round here. Say we're at Rhyl, so we're going to try and stop as many towns as possible on the way there. But check that out, absolutely stunning nature in all its glory. Now I'll tell you a couple of interesting facts of this bay, of this beautiful bay. That the first hovercraft was actually on this river, this stream, this bay here, started here. It tested the first hovercraft on here. Wow, unbelievable, eh? And also in the 1990s they found round somewhere buried in this bay and a very old submarine. 1990. Wow, beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful. Right folks, we'll carry on the little adventure. And I must admit, I am starting to enjoy Wales. The experience, Yakida, Cockaleaky, and all that stuff what goes. But Wales is beautiful, it really is. There's something about it's peaceful. It reminds me of the old Britain I once loved when I was a kid, with all the culture and the history and the experience, what my mum and dad shared with me. Places like this, proper British holidays. Right, what we're going to do folks is going to go around the bay there, back round to where the car's parked. That's what we're going to do. But look at that, absolutely stunning folks, stunning. Check out this bridge folks, check it out. Right, this bridge is called Foreign Bridge, which is just past Rhyl, and it was designed basically to cross this bay from Rhyl into the next town, easy enough. And it was built in 1932 and it costs £10,000 in them days, £10,000 to build this bridge, so commuters, people could cross this bridge, vehicles freely without going all the way around to that one there. See that one over there? So this is a lot easier to get around the bays. But 1932 this was built. Fantastic little history. Foreign Bridge. Foreign Bridge. If I've said that right, because I am dyslexic, and you have a good laugh about it. That's where we are. We're just going to cross in the border. Check out that pub there, the harbour. Kinmel Bay. This is where we're at now. Look at that. And what I like about, especially when you're near the harbour, near the sea, you have a good sniff, and you can smell the good old British air. Wow. A little adventure in Wales. Right, what we're going to do now folks, we're going to go to the next town. So we're just doing a bit of a coastline jump to each town, because it's about an adventure. It's not about going around the streets of wherever we go and drinking as much as possible. This is something what tourists do, something I recommend. Have a bit of fun, explore this beautiful country at its best. So let's go to the next town on the list. Come and join us. well, folks, this is why places like Rhyl are struggling. Because of places like this. We're in Towyn, man, Towyn. And what we're going to do is going to have a quick look round. We're going to have a look to the beach and the fun fair up here. So, now this place, say it's only around about 10 o'clock in the morning, so not a lot of people are vacating their caravans. But this is the place to go when you're around Towyn area, because this is where the youngsters go. This is where the families go and enjoy the time together as a collective. Now this is dominated by caravans. It is like a caravan city, folks. And why I mean that, just check this out. For Caravan City, look at that. You're dominated by caravans. There's not just many of them the eye can see. Wow. This is the place to go if you're young, hot, and a family member. This one here, and just across this bridge is the fun fair. Just check this little fun fair out. House of Fun up there. So if you had kids, you had a family, you could spend hours and hours at a place like this. If you look over there, that's where we're heading a bit further up there next. But I just wanted to check out Towyn. But it's like Caravan City. And that's why places like Rhyl, or the places where we stopped at the caravan the other day, are struggling. Because you've got all this here. You've got rows and rows and rows of caravans. And then what we're going to walk down next, we'll call it the strip. The main strip is where everyone goes for a few pints of golden nectar. Let's check this out. So it's only early, folks, so anything's not open yet. But you can get this way to the beach. Wouldn't it be great for families and kids and young people? Check that beach out in Towyn. Check it out. It's not as nice as Rhyl Beach, to be honest with you. There's a lot of rocks on this one. But same thing again. Where are the families? Where's the deck chairs? Where's grandpa and grandma looking after the kids? Volleyball, beach ball. They're too busy on the phones and on the tablets. But it's nice, this. Nice. Great view. If you look all the way to the bottom there, that's towards Rhyl, and if you go just up there, that's towards Llandudno, and that'll be our last point of the adventure. So we started all the way up there and we're going all the way to that direction. A bit of a tour of the coast of Wales. Right, now we're going to head towards what I said it's called the Strip of Towyn. Now this is where if you're on holiday or you're in the Caravan City, as I'm going to call it, this is where you're going to go for a few pints of golden nectar. I don't know if you can see ahead where them traffic lights are, but that's where it ends. But there's more stuff on the left there. You could turn the lights, go all the way to the bottom. Now this place is similar to Blackpool for Wales. So if you want something different, you want something similar to Blackpool, this is a place to go. Towyn. And as I said, you've got arcades, On the left, you'll have cafes, you'll have restaurants all over the place. But this is Blackpool for Wales. Remember, I'll just show you the time, folks. It's only not just 10 past 10, so not a lot of people are up yet. Check it out in there. My dad used to say to me, no word of a lie, used to say to me, these arcades or amusements, you might as well get your pocket money, Steve. I'm just throwing in the door because you're gonna lose it all. But like anything else, when you're young, still great fun. And even now, even when I'm in my 40s, I still find kebab house. I still find the joy of losing a fortune in places like that, and I still do it now. But check that kebab house there. Proper Blackpool here, round here. So the amount of caravans round here, you imagine how busy this will be when it opens for the season. You've got snacks, as you said, you've got pancakes, baked potatoes, burgers, shite shops, bucket spades. Wow. These are the caravan sites right here, round here. And you've also got places, inns, cafes, restaurants, and it doesn't really end there, to be honest with you. I say we go down the main street, there's places like Crazy Golf, plenty of restaurants, and there is another bigger fairground just further on the left here. They say it's all catered for the British and Welsh tourists. Right folks, right at the main road. Remember, there is further caravan sites down there, and there's also a theme park further that way. But on the left you've got amusements, you've got usual stuff, shops. Now I just want to show you this little bit here at the edge of town. Look at all these. Close, 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 close. Everything is shut round here. The sign of the town. But don't worry folks, don't worry. We have got the betting shop here. But look at all these. A few open there, but most of it is all closed. Wow. Wow. Right folks, we're going to go in here and probably get a drink and maybe a cake. Right folks, if you wonder where we're at now, here we are, we're at Pensarn train station. And what we're going to do, we're going to have a look at the front. I know there's a little cafe there, an amusement or something, but that's where we're going to check out. But check out that railway station. Wow. An original one, what's still here and survived the Beecham's cut. Right folks, we've just crossed this little bridge and that's where we're heading to, over there. And it's a bit of like a little family park. You've got a cafe and stuff like that, but at least it's another part of our little coastal adventure round the coast of Wales. That's where we're going, over there. Check out this big size of this truck. It's trying to get round this corner. It's going to go over this bridge here. Check the size of that. Wow. Right folks, what we're going to do, hopefully there's the toilet there. Toilet stop first, because we're desperate folks, and then we're going to go in there, that little cafe. We might have a toilet in there. If not, there's a 50p toilet there, as I call them in Blackpool, 50p hotels. So we'll go in here first. There's mine. Cheeseburger with onions.
Don't put that all down you, like yesterday.
I won't. Well folks, what do you think of the little tour at the moment? I say I don't know if you can make it out, but minus the wind. That's where we started from, all the way over there. All the way over there, which was Rhyl. And we've gone all the way from here, stopped in quite a few little towns, and over there that's where we're heading for, our final destination. We just see it all the way over there. That's where we're going, Llandudno. It's our final destination. Right folks, I don't know if you can see it over there. See that castle? I think it's called Conwy's Castle. And very interesting little fact there. If you remember, well, you probably will if you watch TV, I'm a Celebrity, I think it was number 20. They did the episodes, the series in that particular castle up there. And why they did that, can we take you back to the COVID days? They couldn't go to Australia and there's so many restrictions on, but they could do it in this country with certain rules and regulations. And there it is, Conwy's Castle up there. Beautiful, isn't it really? If you look at it, it's right in the middle of the ocean, in the middle of in the hill there, and just far up there is a tiny little, look like maybe a church or a lookout post. But isn't it nice folks? Beautiful little scenery. round the coast of Wales, and I'm here doing the tour, doing the coast for you guys. Started at Rhyl, I try and get my words right. Started at Rhyl, we went to Kinmel Bay, then we went to Towyn, then we're here. And there's a few more I want to go to, but our final destination, if you can see it, the Great Orme, which is round there, that's our final destination, up there. Wow. Folks, I've got a bit of an itch for something. I'll give you a clue. We're on holiday, and what do you always get when you're on the seat, when you're on the front of the coastline? Exactly, folks. Told you, when you're on a British seaside, ice cream is in order. The old-fashioned feast, if you remember it. I used to get this from the ice cream van, one of my favourite ice creams, but it's still going now. Check out this station, folks. Now this station in Angleside was one of the worst rail disasters in 1882, at the time anyway, because what happened is, look at these stations here, see that station over there? What happens is, the brakeman who's in charge of the train failed to press the brakes, and there was a massive crash round here, and it lost round about 30 lives at the time. And at the time, it was one of the biggest rail disasters in history at the time. Check this out, folks. Check this out. This is where I'm staying tonight. It's a bit different from the Caravan, to be honest with you. But look at that under there. Great for a wedding venue. But look, there's nothing around for miles. And just up there, if you look, that's the spa. Now this cost £151 a night, which includes breakfast. A lot of different from the Caravan. Pint of Carling and a lime and soda, £6.75, which isn't that bad in a place like this. Right folks, nice pint of golden nectar. Now when I was at the bar folks, I was called Sir. Me, a Sir, with a beard like this and a dirty hat. I think when I better get upstairs in a place like this, I think I better shave this off. What do you think folks? Because it's a place where dirty buggers are not welcome. And I'm so out of place around here because I'm not going to show you the people around here, but it's suits and ties and looking, let's say, very smart. And then you've got me in a tracky bottom from Manchester with a pint of Carling, what's even worse, and a hat, and not even shaved. So better scrub yourself up. Right, so we are at what? Which one are we at? Oh, we forgot already. 213. Now I know you like this bit. 213. What are you doing?
Jumping upstairs.
Okay. 213. Right, this way. This one. Okay, 219. This one. You got the key, please? Thank you. And folks, we've been upgraded. We've been told to what is it the premium? The premium double. Hate these things. God's sake. Put it in the wrong way. I don't usually do that. There we go. Right, I'll just give you a quick tour right in there, of the room itself. Right. Here you go. There's a king size double bed. You've got 2 lamps, desk, and check this out. This is a good idea. Little buffet to watch the TV in here. 2 chairs. A nice big wardrobe. A fan bonus to put your shoes in. Let's check the bathroom out. Look at that, a nice big bathroom. Oh, that's cool, isn't it? You've got a shower, toilet, and a bath. It's quite nice, that, actually. And I'm going to shave this all off, folks, for you. But it's not a bad little room, this, is it? Not a bad little room. Now, it's £151 a night, which is include breakfast. Let's just check the view out. Oh, there's some kind of stables out there. Oh, it's alright actually. Go on, look, check that view out over there, folks. That's beautiful. No, you've got a motorway there. Oh. It's alright, isn't it? It's okay. What do you think? Right folks, I have got basically French onion soup. That is the bread, whatever that is. I think it's basil sauce or something. And you've got a little piece of salmon. But we'll try it. Now look at the size of that fish and chips. And I have got extra lamb curry. My after effects of cheese and biscuits. Right folks, I'm just going to take these two out for the toilet. I seem to know exactly where they're going. Go on. Sit. This way. Girls. Come on. Down here, come. Right. Wait, you two. Come on. There you go. Come on. This way. Come on. Come on. Come on, you two. This way. Come on. Come on. Wrong way. Come on. Sit. Right, first of all, let's sort out this. 1, 2, 3. Come on, you two. But it's certainly, to be honest with you, it's certainly pretty round here, isn't it? Check it out. I think everyone's desperate at the moment. The good thing about this hotel, you're in the middle of nowhere, and it's just you and the countryside. But it's nice. It's nice to have a bit of a break, to be honest with you folks. It is. It's just because it's just to get away from the hustle and bustle of life in general. But it is what it is. It's been alright actually. The food, very expensive, to be honest with you. Very expensive. Like anything else, especially if you go to places like this. I think it costs for a 3-course meal 75 quid. But I suppose it's not that bad, to be honest with you. I paid a lot more. I remember we went with Auntie Ethel to that very posh place and it cost over 80 quid just for one person, which were crazy. The pint of beer, you're talking round about 6 quid. But you remember, you're in a hotel, folks. You're in a hotel. Good morning, world. Right, folks, it's time to get this off. This bit. I have got one of these and one of these to help get this monstrosity off. Good morning, Trash. Good morning, world. The joy of being a dog owner. You've got to get up early for their morning wee. What do you think of my shave? Feels a lot better actually. I feel, as I've been told, I look more younger. There's something about a beard, to be honest with you. It makes you feel wise. Maybe it's like an age thing, to be honest with you. Wise in my case, well, I don't know. But check this view out. Isn't it absolutely beautiful? Stunning, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. Look at this. Wow. There's the hotel, if you see it over there. It's beautiful, isn't it? Now what we're going to do, this is the end of our day. We've got to venture off to, well, the final destination is Llandudno. Right, what we'll do is, that's the car park, that's the barrier we came in. But we'll go to this little patch of grass over here. Let them do what they need to do. But it is really pretty round here. Look at it. Look how pretty it is. Bye, doggies. Right, folks. It's feeding time at the zoo. Now we're super early, and I'll tell you a great tip, especially if you're a blogger. Be there as soon as it opens, because you can film more. Because what people don't like is a weirdo like myself going round with this big black thing in front of them. Because you don't know what history they've got. I got a doggy there. You don't know history what they've got. Remember, they could have come to this hotel to spend a night of passion with their mistress. Remember the old word, the mistress, where the rich used to have a wife and a couple of mistresses. I miss that old tradition. So I'm going to get some breakfast. And you never know, I'm going to see if I've got any mint sauce, the mint sauce challenge. I love a bit of mint sauce in the morning. Look at that, you've got sausages, eggs, you've got bacon, fried bread, hash browns, we've got everything here, check this out. Black puddings, look at there, tomatoes, mushrooms, beans, ketchups, no mint sauce, yogurts, meats. You've got plenty here, haven't you? Wow. smoothie. It's nice that. Check that out for a breakfast. And the main thing what they've got is, we'll just do the sausage test. Oh, look at that sausage. Check that sausage out. And as a bonus, mint sauce. Oh man. If you ever want to try something different, mint sauce with sausages. Oh. Give it up a bit, 1 minute. Right, as you see, eggs, black pudding, beans, scrambled egg, bacon, sausage, mushrooms, hash browns, fried bread. Now that is a cracking little breakfast in the morning, but that's the main bonus. Look at that. A random breakfast. I'm stuffed now. Stuffed. Right, I'm going to put marmalade on one. Because I love proper British marmalade. Get that on. Marmalade on one. And jam on the other. I bet you thought I was going to put mint sauce on that, didn't you? Hey? I have done before now. But I get some funny comments when I do. Look at this. Got jam and British marmalade. Look at that, give it a good spread. A meal fit for a king, or an English king. Take two. Marmalade jam, marmalade jam. Now which one shall I have first? I know I don't bite in it, but which one? Sod it both. Just check this place out. Look at that. You've got to look at the mirrors here. Size of these mirrors. But look at this. Look at this fireplace. Now this was probably once an original house, and this would have been the dining room. Wow. Check this out. You can imagine the lords and the ladies and the mistresses sat round this table. Look up, look at that chandelier there, see it? Look at that, the top. Could that be gold plated or gold up there? Beautiful little place. There's a spa up there, folks. Stunning, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. Lovely place to go, relax, out the way when you're on this little adventure. Wow. Well, just check that out and I'll tell you about this. That's where we are, folks. We're at, if I said it right, Luminous Loanjo. I think it's Loanjo. I can't pronounce it correctly, but this where we are today, which is first part of our coastline adventure. Now I just want to show you this. What is to save this particular toilet because it is closed like most of the UK's toilet. But look, Probably a bit that's a woman's. Been closed for absolutely years. And if you do need a pee, this is where you'll have to go. Round here. Now there is a petition trying to open this toilet back up. It does need quite a bit of pennies spent on it. But where's the blokes? But hopefully in time it gets back open. So this is where we are at the moment, folks, over here. And I'll just show you the boys bit. There's the boys bit, closed. Look at that. That'll be the disabled and that'll be the blokes, but it's been closed. So where are we going to go now, folks? We're going to go for a little random adventure. Now just round about half an hour just up there, I want to take you to a very historical site. You know what I'm like about my British history, and we're going to go up there because apparently one of the great kings of this time got ambushed over there. So let's go for another random adventure. Okay, right, so we're just going to go for a random little adventure. Now if you just look over there, there is a great arm, and that's where our final destination is, over there in Llandudno. But first of all, I'm going to find this mystical place. It's round about, from this location, half an hour walk. But isn't it wonderful, Wales? Now when you do go on a little adventure, your own adventure, always, and I mean this, always stop at a hotel, get up in the morning and get the hell out of there and experience all this beauty in all its finest by just going random little walks. Look on Google, yes, look on your phone and find somewhere fun to go with the kids for adventures. You don't need to waste your money on arcade games, pubs. You can find your own little adventure, and that's what I do, because life is an adventure. Because when you're like me and you've lost everything, days like this are a bonus that we are alive in this once beautiful country. Now check that out, folks. Seen that there? That's like some kind of tunnel. Wow. Right, we'll carry on up here and I'll see you when we get close to this main event, what I'm going to see about a great king. A great king, but which king? And he actually lost his throne as well. He was ambushed somewhere around the rocks of Wales. Check out this little view. Isn't it pretty, folks? Look at that. Isn't it stunning? Wow. Right, we're going to follow this path. That's a random, what? Random chair. We're going to follow this, oops, follow this path, which will take us to this historical site. Well, maybe not, because if you look, all this is eroded and I can't get any further because I just want to go that direction, so I'll have to go back and go up. Oh, it's like being at Windermere. But I never give up. I never give up. Come on, random. Venture awaits. Across this tunnel, this bridge. And look there on the left. Check that out there. That's a railway line, as you can see. And it looks like there's some kind of river. That's the motorway to get into Llandudno we all pass. There's the view. Look at, check that out, folks. Check that out. Now really, that's the way I should have gone for a little adventure, that way. But because of coastal erosion, I'm unable to go that way. Plus, being on my own is not a wise decision when walking near rocks and rock faces and everything. But a random little adventure to walk my breakfast off. Down we go. About another 20 minutes to go, folks, before we reach our target place. And then, unfortunately, I'll have to come back. Just check that out, folks. Now this place was famous for its mining years and years ago. Plenty of limestone in there. If you just see up there, you can see the production thing. Limestone comes down here, all the way here, and straight into the ship what is waiting to take it away. Great operation. I think, to be honest with you, it's still in use. But we'll have a look a bit further up. Right, folks, this is the main bypass from England all the way to Llandudno over there. And I just want to show you that up there. See it? That up there. So basically all the rock, the limestone will come down here underneath this bridge here, and this is where it would come for the ships, ready to be productive, however it needs to go. Right, we're nearly there, folks. If you look at that bridge, the arch in the distance, that is our destination, just a bit to the right. But I'm going to have a look at that rainbow bridge, and it's a rainbow bridge which welcomes you to Wales after we find this mystical land site. Check this out. Now this is where I wanted to go. I've travelled nearly 40 minutes, folks, to get here. I've got to be a bit careful around here, but this is the main bit where my adventure, my main tack for my adventure started here, which is here. Check this out. Now this rock, this natural what I've just walked down, years ago in 1399, the king at the time, Richard II, came from Ireland back to England here, but on his return there he was ambushed by the next king, ambushed by a group of men who wanted to be, one of them wanted to become the next king because they're so unhappy with his ways, how he was running England at the time. So they captured him here and then brought him to Flint Castle, where they tortured him and forced him to renounce his throne to Henry IV. And he was captured, ambushed here and took to the castle to have a little talk to. where he gave up his throne to the new prosperous king Henry IV. And this is where I wanted to go, folks, to be honest with you. Here, just think, the 14th century, this is where it started, the revolution of the next king. Wow. Just check these rocks here. So you fell down there, it would be the end here. But this, years ago, folks, this is where it all started, of the renegade of Richard IV. Around these rocks, a very historical sight to come, and it's worth going, folks. It's worth doing this little adventure. So if you look here, minus the wind, this is where he docked. He tried to come up here, but this is where he was captured, there. Now we walked all the way there and all the way to this point. It does take a bit of time. Let's just check this little hut out here. Let's check it out. I think it's a P, whatever it is, just a random little hut. But this is where a once great king started. Look at that rock face up there. Now what we're going to do, folks, I'm just going to go to that rainbow bridge and I'll see you in the middle. Here we are, folks. This is the Rainbow Bridge. Check that view out. Ooh. Check it out. It's very windy up here, folks, so camera's not very good with wind, but it is what it is. Look at that rock face, full of limestone. We're going to head a bit further down now to start of Conwy and then finish up at Llandudno. But I might need to get ask my driver to pick me up. I'm not going back that way. What a little fun adventure that was. Great fun. See what I mean about making your own journeys, your own experiences. This is one of them. Randoms at the Rainbow Bridge. Check that out. Got chances. Hello, can I have a taxi, please? I've sent you a pin for where I'm walking to. Basically, I'm in the middle of nowhere at the moment, but further up there's a road what comes out on the coast. Well, I've sent you a pin on your message. Just click there. It's just under the arches and just beyond the corner somewhere. Take me 15 minutes to walk there. All right, love you. Bye, bye. She's a good one. Taxi for one. It's only 15 minutes away, to be honest with you, folks. And just where the arches are there, I don't know if you can see it on the left, that's where she's going to pick me up. And the next port of call is Conwy, which is, I'm not 100% sure, but I will see where them white buildings are. And then further up, around there, is the arm over there. You see it? Now here's a question. I might have got this wrong, but that might be the little arm. What's shaped like, which is shaped like a crocodile. One looks like a crocodile and one looks like an elephant. So that might be the small one. Never mind. Never mind. If we are, it's just round the corner. Yeah, I think that may be the little arm. But what an adventure, folks, eh? A coastal adventure. How many miles I've crossed and how many adventures I've been and towns I've seen on the coast of Wales. Absolutely bloody fantastic. It's what's life all about. Onward for me taxi, Christian soldiers. Now folks, if you just look up there, see it there. Now that used to be a hotel, but unfortunately it didn't do very well, and it's now luxury apartments. But what a view up there, eh? I would love to stop in that one. Random little adventure. Just checking stuff out. Motorway there. Let's head back down. This is why going on your own and as a venture is not good. God, I've done it anyway. Oh, I'm 45, Steve. Come on, man. You shouldn't be climbing hills. You should be pushed down them. Right, folks, we'll carry on down there. I'll meet me taxi and we'll have a look at the next town. Here we are, folks, we're just under these arches, and what I'm going to check out now is this tiny little pier which is just up here. But look how much we've walked. We've certainly done a few steps, and hopefully, folks, I'll be honest with you, hopefully you will do these steps too. You've got to let me know if you do go on this adventure and you copy random and desperate, that you let me know you've done this adventure. But it's stunning, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. This small little random pier. So we've started from the Rainbow Bridge there, and we've come all the way round there, past that big hotel what's at the top, which is apartments, and we're carrying on this coastal adventure down there. So folks, I know you like these intros, I know you like the music. Let's go for another drive to the next town, next part of the journey. come on, we're gonna have some fun. Have some fun on the beach. Now I just want to show you this little pier. Now this little pier was built in 2021. It's one of the newest piers built in the United Kingdom. Check it out. And I like how they've done the little arches like Victorian pier, but this is one of the newest ones built in this country. Beautiful. I'm going to sit here, folks, and contemplate life in general. It's good, actually. Right, folks, we just had a quick look around Kinmel Bay and beautiful sands. There's a lot of people who, let's just say, who like the water, the movement of wetsuits and stuff like that. A little bit of ice cream, but where we're going to go, we're going to head to our main destination now, which is Llandudno. It should take 20 minutes to get there, because I think it's the other side of that rock over there. So let's go for a final little coastline, final little town in this random and desperate Wales adventure. Let's go. Folks, we have hit our final destination on this little tour around Wales. I said we started at Rhyl, we went to Towyn, we went to Kinmel Bay, we went to and all other places and we finally reached here, the main tourist attraction in Wales, which is Llandudno. Plenty of dogs, as you can hear. Plenty of dogs, ice creams, fish and chips, burgers, hot dogs. Am I getting hungry now? So we're here and we're going to have a look around the pier, and first port of call is get a hot dog, because I'm hungry. I'm hungry. But what a fantastic adventure. Wow. We've done the little adventure, haven't we? We've started from Rhyl and we've been in many different towns. Cheers. Well folks, it's absolutely packed out in the pier on Llandudno. Check many people are about now. Absolutely heaving.
Would you like water for the dogs?
Yes please, yeah, thank you. Now everywhere in Llandudno they are so super friendly with dogs, except Wetherspoons, which we got kicked out of. But it is every pub, near enough every restaurant, they do try and accommodate for dogs. So I'm just having a pint now and my dinner, pork scratchings. Right folks, this is where we are staying tonight, in the Wildings Hotel in Llandudno. So let's go, hopefully we can check in. Right folks, first of all, let's have a look at our room. What do you think of that? Wardrobe, tin, coffees, any biscuits, sugar, nice wardrobe, extra pillows. But check that out, that's a great idea. Biscuits for the dogs. A really nice big shower. Well, it's spotless really, can't really argue to be honest with you. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a look round the hotel and I'll do a little bit of footage for you. Now this is dog friendly as you gather, and they do breakfast, dinner and tea all day, and some great special offers. We did plan to have the restaurants in the hotel, but we did sit in the booth at 5:30 and it was for 4 people, and they did come up and say we have to move, so I thought I'll stop this, we'll go somewhere else. And the menu wasn't that great to be honest with you, but we found this tiny little Italian just round the corner, and I'll show you what I'm having. Every last drop. Thank you. A little bit of strange, but a bit of vinegar on the pizza. The only problem with Llandudno, and don't get me wrong folks, I really do like Wales, but Llandudno is such a rip-off folks. If you come by train, I'll grant you then it's not that bad, but if you dare come by your own personal car, you're asking to be ripped off big time, because it's how the charges do, to be honest with you, because you only can do 4 hours at a time. So you go to the first car park, we came round about 12 o'clock, 4 hours. Remember, there's nowhere to park in the streets at all. 4 hours, then we've got to come back again and put another 2 hours then because at 6 it goes down to night time at £5. So we had paid, first one was £7.50, the next one was a £5, and then the night time one is another £5. And this way it gets, in the morning, this £5 special, when it finishes at 8 o'clock in the morning. So you've either got to leave at 8 AM in the morning or put another £5 on for another couple of hours. Crazy, man. And if you think you can park on the front of Llandudno, good luck with that. That's the only thing about this coastal town of Llandudno is car parking is absolutely terrible, but it is what it is, because that's where we're going now. We're going back to the caravan, back to the car to put our £5 nighttime fee on. Crazy, man. Right, this is what I mean, folks, to be honest with you. If you look between, if I can speak in English, is okay, from 8 to 6 PM it's for an hour £2.50, 2 hours £4, 4 hours £7.50. But the problem is we've got nowhere, there's nowhere to park in Llandudno, so you've got to use this one. So you've got to pay 2 lots of that, and then night time you've got to pay a £5. Give you look, 6 PM till 8 AM is £5. And the best thing is you have to be back at your car, otherwise you start the process again. Crazy. So it looks like the maximum you can pay is 4 hours at a time, unless it's night time. It's like, but Llandudno is absolutely, to be honest with you, shocking for parking. There is nowhere to park, and I mean that, absolutely nowhere to park. Yes, you've got a seafront, but yet again, there's that many people, that many hotels, and loads of cars. You've got to use places like this. £4 a pop for 2 hours, or £7.50 for more. Crazy. Good morning. This is our final day of our tour of Wales. And so all we've got to do now for you folks is have breakfast, and it's on our way home. But I have got another adventure after this, but I'm not going to spoil it. No, I'm not. But it's going to be good. So I'm going to have a shower. I might as well show you the shower, because you've seen me naked 3 times now in a row in this video, having a shower, so you can't break tradition. Great night's sleep, as you can hear. I don't think you can hear it. Listen. Seagulls. I tell you what, seagulls around Llandudno are, let's just say, in full force. It's like an army of them. Bloody poor things are starving. Right, I'm going to go in the shower and I'll see you at breakfast. And that'll be pretty much the end of this long super video. And if you are still watching, let me know. Make a comment below. Let me know. It's a super long video. Morning.
Morning, you alright?
Yeah, not too bad. Good morning world. I just want to show you the sun. Look at that on the sea. Right, we better go and pay another £2.50 on the car park. Crazy, man. Crazy. But look how beautiful. I say it's only 7:45 in the morning. And I just want to show you Llandudno. Look at it. Ready for another beautiful day. The good thing, you can bring doggies in, can't you? The best way to eat Nutella. Well, folks, that was a cracking breakfast. Out of all the hotels I've been in this little trip, that was the best because it was freshly cooked. Wow, I enjoyed that actually. And I've just robbed another one of these off the table. I just want to show you. I think this is our hotel there, but next door, if you look, it might be abandoned, but I don't know if you can see in the picture itself. That used to be, I'm trying to get a bit of a close-up for you, where you see the gap is about there. You could just see the end part of, about there, part of an old swimming pool. I'll have to investigate that just before I leave. Right folks, so you remember I showed you that little swimming pool next door? Well, this is the old hotel what I was looking at. I said there's no one in there at the moment. It's all empty for whatever reason, but that's where it were. This one here. Well folks, that's the end of the adventure in the Wales coastline. Adventure, rhymes that as well. And I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, it's been great fun to film and experience the Wales experience, to be honest with you. I say, Llandudno, this is where we finish our little video. And I'll be honest, I'm getting sick of Llandudno now. So, I love Wales, but I think we've got to do more adventures. Probably go a bit more rural in Wales or other parts of the UK. So, thanks for watching, folks. And I'll see you again next time for whenever the adventure awaits. And before I go, one of these.